say pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa pa. Crazy at this thing called love, just what I've been dreaming of. And I can never figure out, oh, how you do the things you do. Is why I'm so in love with you. I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future in me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. If I met you in another life and you asked me to be your wife, with grace and a smile I say, yeah, always now and forever. You be my one and only lover. Cause I like the way you make me smile. Boy, you give me butterflies. And when I look into your eyes, I'll see the future in me and you. That's why I wrote this song for you. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. I-L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Just want you to know what I think of you. L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Baby, you've got what it takes to make your girl say L-O-V-E-Y-O-U. Pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da pa 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 da.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Returning Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. Today is Tuesday, April the 4th, 2023. What has this day got in store for us? I know right now it is in the 40s in Providence, Rhode Island. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a good morning. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. What's happening in Liberia today, my people? What happened in Liberia? In the news, we hear the violence has begun. The violence is continuing. We're not even in July yet, man. We're having all these instances of physical violence going on in our country. At the election polling center, we got protests going on still. People not getting paid in our country. The National Election Commission has not gotten its money yet to conduct election. How we going to go on, man? In our counties, we're having physical violence. Huh? People going to the polls, attacking other people, demanding to know the tally. How many people registered already? And this is against the law. Where's the police? Where's the police when our law officials are taking the law into their own hands? What's happening? We hear this morning that there's tension on the Kakata Banga Highway there, from Kiriswang in that area there. The landowners protesting because government broke their property down to take it for fentanyl, to add it on to the college, University College, the University of Liberia campus in fentanyl there, and they haven't paid the people yet. So they took their property by eminent domain, because if you know the law, under the axiom or the principle of eminent domain, the government can take your property, any property. That's where the government really flexes its sovereign power. You know, this is the fentanyl situation here. You know, people blocking the highway, no cars can pass. But under eminent domain, the government can take your property. The government can take any property for the good of the government. But you see, the government got to have an objective. This is what protects people. The government cannot just come and see your property and say, I want it. It got to be for a purpose. Now, we got many of these kind of cases in America here. We have heard, for us living here, you right now, some people, black people, are fighting for their properties back in New York, in New Jersey. These people have prime property. Their families were given prime property, either through grants from the king when America was under the kingship of England, or from George Washington, or the northern government. So I will go into this about eminent domain. Let me bring Sam on. Sam, my correspondent is in Liberia, Mr. Samuel Wicker. I don't want him to lose connection. So Sam, how you doing?
Yeah, man, the network keeps fluctuating. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's why I'm bringing you on so we can talk right away and get you out of the way. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay.
What's happening in the country?
Yeah, this morning police was first the gathering in Fender, those who were protesting, for their money, for the property government damage.
Wow.
For the at Fender. That land belongs to the University of Liberia. And so government thought it was to clear the area and so that they can improve the university, build some new structures. But since then,
but those people have built houses there, right?
Yeah, they had houses there.
So they were claiming.
Yeah, they are claiming their compensation for the demolition of their home, since government has retaken the land.
Okay.
But the police had to move in to get them off the road, because that's a major highway from the urban area to the rural area. So the government won't say they allow this thing to happen. It will impede traffic flow of traffic. So they had to move in swiftly to put in control. And we're hearing from Glapohkpa County that there's a heavy clash between supporters of the town chief and that of the lawmakers that went there and they beat up the town chief.
Yeah, I think there's the poster I just put up.
They beat him up, accusing him of getting people from Sierra Leone to come and raise Liberia.
Oh, that was the town chief to beat up?
Yeah, the town chief of the town.
What?
They beat him, blooded him. And you saw the photo on front page.
Yeah. I just put it up on the page. I got it all set up.
One guy that got Bob Sherry Hassan Kazru of District 17. He's a lawmaker. But because of a bad performance, he want to go run in Kipman. So the district, doesn't need him no more. So he want to go. So he want to move in Kipman to run his hometown. So they had to move in to beat this man up. And no evidence of him bringing people from outside.
The plot is you gotta know Liberian politics to understand all the dimensions of the things,
Yeah.
So
Terrorize the village.
I see the CPP going to court this morning for their case with the Supreme Court.
Yeah. Where did you post up to the voter registration, right?
Well, when they're talking about demarcation, they're saying the NEC should divide the people up. Since we did the census, and the census showing that the population has increased, the NEC got to make it clear where these people are going to be registering from, because they got to divide the population up. Because our constitution said one thing: if the population has increased, then we got to make new districts. We got to make different things. So the CPP now they're demanding that the NEC do it. Say, hey, y'all demarcate the place. If we need new districts, make new districts for voting and do all of that. So the last time I addressed this issue, I told them, I said, yes, once the population increases, we need to make demarcations, because the law says if the population in one county is over so and so people, we form another county. How we form Bapolo and all these counties.
Yeah, River G and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the NEC does not have the right, the authority to do these things by itself. I think all the districts were formed by the legislature, right?
Yeah. And add up the legislature. Yeah.
Yes. So the NEC does not have any power to act until the legislature acts.
But what time? I don't know why CPP should to go to court. What time they got now? The process is slow. Machines are broken down, and people are thinking how to strategize to improve the system. They're going to court to delay the process more.
But that why I'm saying that why it seems like that why I say this whole election is in jeopardy. I mean, either we want to have the election or we can't have the election. Now NEC is saying that it cannot extend the voter registration because they form a contract with the company that got the biometric machine. You there, Sam? Sam is gone. Oh, no, let him come back. So they form a contract with this company. I think it's Lentex. Yes, Sam is right. Sam? He having a problem with the weather. But they signed a contract, Lentex, with Lentex, to use the biometric equipment. And under the contract, they have X number of days or weeks to use the contract, to use the machines, all the biometric equipment for the first phase of the election, which is the 6 counties they're doing right now, until April 9th. Then after April 9th, these people got to take all the data, all the things that have been put in those machines, all the data, all the information, everything, that got to take it out. They got to sort it out. So they got from April so and so to May so and so to sort it out, to give a tally, a final tally. Then when they do that, then they got to take those same machines that they use for the 6 counties and add it to the other machines to do the rest of the 9 counties. In military terms, this is a clusterfuck. It ain't gonna work. How is it gonna work, man? Right now, all the machines are faulty. Now, I wouldn't say all the machines. Many of the machines are faulty. It looked at it is true that these people took these machines from Sierra Leone. These are the same machines they use in the voting process in Sierra Leone. They brought the same machines here. Because will there be new machines, and many of them are faulty. Many of them breaking down. And NEC does not have the technical team of manpower enough to repair all the machines were broken down. Then the people themselves waiting for last minute time to vote. So there are many mixed messages coming out of Liberia right now. We know these machines are faulty. That's one of the major points. These machines are faulty. The process is slow. Because even if the machines were not faulty, the process is slow. From the very beginning, they're telling us it would take 5 minutes to do one person. 5 minutes to do one person. Can you imagine that? If you're taking 5 minutes to do one person, then the machine's breaking down. Then the data processors, the people who put in all the information in the machines, are not professionals. They got to type with one finger, JOHN-BROWN. They got to do that kind of thing there. And you got lines, hundreds of people, thousands of people lined up to vote. When is that machine going to do that thing? You see, and the people say they go there in the morning, they don't take them there in the afternoon because of the process. Then when they get it, the machines break down. They got to hold a line there that the next morning, people come back and line up again. There are too many issues with this process. Too many issues. Then you got this added to it. People going to in a place demanding rights to vote and things like that. Let's see, Sam, how you doing?
Yeah, man, the network keep dropping.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about the election process and the voting and all of that. I was just expanding on it. How the machines are faulty and the people. Then the NEC had said that they're not expanding the election. They're not giving no extension.
So they're trying to deny a lot of people from registering. That I want to believe, because if you say you won't extend the time, the people asking for 3 months, three months, and if you say you won't extend the time and the machines are faulty, they are not enough. All these challenges, then can you finish on time? Can you complete the process on time?
Well, you see, NEC is facing a double whammy. You know what a double whammy is? They're whacking on both sides. One, the government not giving them money.
No money.
Even if they want to extend the process, they sign a contract with a company that got a biometric equipment, Lantex, I think that what it is, Lantex or Lantern or one of them. They signed a contract with these people for X number of months. Now we're in those number of months. They got to do the first phase of the election, which is the voter registration, which is going on now. They got to do this phase. Then after this, they got to take all the machines, open it, take all the information out, tally it before they do the next one, the next election in May for the nationwide for the rest of the 9 counties. So they don't have the time. The company gave them 2 or 3 months to do everything. So they got to finish everything in 3 months or pay more money to extend the process.
To extend the process. The government has yet to give the money. To give the money to the people.
So
no money.
That's where we are.
No money. They haven't received a dime, but yet still they are saying that they are on course. So I don't understand David Brown.
Well, when she said they're on course, they're doing the biometric process right now. And they're anticipating the money coming. So, but everything, they have already signed contracts with the company. So they got to evaluate the contracts now. They got to see why the company is at fault. Because if they sign a contract with the company and the company brought us so faulty machines, that's the company fault. So we got to find out where the delay is, where the failure of the process is, who will bear the responsibility. Because they're operating under a contract.
A contract, yeah, because if it falls on them, I'm sure they will bear responsibility.
Then
Not next.
if it fall on the government too to pay the money, that's another responsibility.
That's another thing.
Then the people could say, well, we anticipated and the machine is breaking down. Now we needed the money to have the teams ready, but we never got the money. So we're facing a double whammy. You know, one, we can't extend the process. The process is slow. The equipment are faulty. Things are bad. Even the people entering the data processors, they're too slow.
But the people haven't signed contract yet. The workers, they haven't signed contract yet.
Because
They don't know what's in the contract. So can you imagine the workers though? And they even giving lunch.
And you can see every day this process is deteriorating in the violence.
Yeah. Nothing going straight. I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Would there be election?
Yeah, maybe they will cut short the campaign time just to adjust themselves, cut short the campaign time and stuff like that. If the campaign was to be for like maybe 2 or 3 months, it would be for 1 month, 1 or 2 months.
Yeah, they
so middle of time.
But they need the money to extend the voter registration because they signed a contract with the people, and the contract is ending April 9th for the 6th county. And
for the first phase.
Yeah, and from the 9th to May so they got a ticket to evaluate all the information they got in the machine already for these 6 counties.
Mm-hmm. The 6 counties.
Yeah, then before they do the other 9 counties. So that's why they can't extend the time, because they need time to evaluate the information they already got.
And rain is already here. Most of the rules are bad now, especially when the Southeast and Lofa. So you see, it'll be a serious problem.
Hell of a problem.
Rural accessibility is a problem here in Liberia. Serious problem. I tell you. Yeah, it's a serious challenge beside it.
Hell of a problem in Liberia.
Hell of a problem.
Oh, hell of a.
So car was stuck in mud for days. They won't reach on time. Hell of a problem. That's true. Serious problem.
But you see, this is where the corruption, the stealing all the money get us. Now we're in a mess. Sam is going again. The reception in Liberia is bad. It's terrible this morning. But this is where we stand. Now, I was talking about eminent domain. Let me go back into eminent domain, because I got to also talk about the situation in Liberia offended right now. What I explained earlier is not what the situation is. What I explained earlier is for people who own the land. But according to Sam, all the land that these people are fussing about is for the Republic of Liberia. This is government land. But what happened is the people claim squatters' rights. Who's a squatter? Let me tell you who is a squatter now. Under Liberian law, if you got land and you don't attend to your land, you don't go after your land. Say you're in Monrovia and you got land in Carriswell or Benta or something like that. You don't attend to your land. You don't go visit the land. The land just sitting there. Nobody can identify your land. There are no markers. You know, when people buy land, they'll put those concrete markers in the ground. So when you come, you see your initial on the marker, TWP, you know that somebody's land. They put 4 there. If you got 4, if you got an acre, if you got 2 acres, they put markers to all the corners of the land, so people can know how far your land extends from marker to marker. That's how it's supposed to be under the law. But if you don't put no markers there, you never go to the property, you never go to clean it, you never go to cut the grass, you never do nothing. John Brown come from Freetown. He been living in Freetown since the war. He come home. He looking for land. He see the nice property by the beach, all covered up and nobody taking care of it. So he jumps on the land. He cleans all the grass. He builds a little small shack on the land. Then he started growing his potato and everything on the land. Nobody said nothing to him. Nobody can tell him, my man, that now your land, you need to move. That somebody washing the land for somebody or anything. Nobody said nothing to the guy. The guy broke his small shack down. He built a house, a 2-bedroom house. Now he living in a house. He and his family, they enjoying life. They lived there for 21 years, 22 years. Nobody said nothing. Then somebody come at the end of the 22nd year and say, my man, that's my land. Oh, that's my land. You say, no, this cannot be your land. Why? You have squatters' rights. What is squatters' rights? When you come to a property and you possess the property, you live on the property openly. You're not hiding nothing. You're not sneaking on the property at night to sleep. You're not just coming there when you want to. You living there every day like it's your property. Nobody come to challenge you for the property. Nobody said nothing. You live for 21 years or more. For exactly 21 years. They call it adverse possession. You're a squatter. You sat on the property. You behave like it was your property. You openly participated in everything like it was your property. Nobody claimed anything in the area. Now, one day in 21 years, anybody come to the property to say that the property. Then on the 22nd year, the Joe Blow step up and say, "Mama, you done my property." Oh, say, "Mama, where you been for 21 years? I've been here 21 years." You say, "No, you couldn't have been here." "Yeah, I've been here for 21 years." Ask all the neighbors. I got a shop on this property. I've been selling yam. I've been selling potato for 21 years. Everybody can verify it. You lose that land. You lose that land. You can't get it back. Because for 21 years, you had no interest in the land. You showed no interest. You didn't visit the land. This man been sitting on the land. He developed the land. He put money in the land, big house, everything. Now you want to come and see the land for you? It can't be for you. But there's an opposite side to the coin too. What if you live on the land for 15 years and you not build a mansion and everything? You still can't own the land. You got to live there for 21 years under the law to own the land. So that person can come and break your property down and move you. They may have to compensate you. They may. If the law, it depends on the law, what the law will say and the situation, the case. But basically, you will lose under the law. You got to be there for 21 years. Even if it's open and everything, if you have not lived on the property for 21 years, you cannot put adverse possession. So that's another point with defending our property. Our government land. Did these property people live on the land openly, possessively for 21 years? Because they say the people built houses. They had structure on the land. And government went and demolished everything, broke everything down, all the houses they had there, broke it down, said that was Finland land, and promised to pay them. So if government promised to pay them, is that under the kindness of the leader's heart, or is it because these people actually possess this land for 21 years or more? So each one of the cases got to be looked at individually. All the people claiming property, they say the Government has already promised them compensation. So if government has already promised them compensation, that means that they have rights. Because if the government hadn't promised them compensation, then they could go to court to sue to try to get their rights. But if the government had already promised it would give you money, they gotta get the people money. They gotta get the people money. So what's the situation here with this case, with these people case? So now, if that's is that adverse possession plus eminent domain or what? So I mean, I read it. We got to find out the issue with this case, because if they say that government land and government demolish their property and promise them compensation for the property they damaged, and they have not received it, you know the government ain't got no money. Yeah, we are with the same government with all these issues that can't be resolved. Why? Because the government ain't got no money. The stealing, the corruption, everybody's stealing in our country, man. We on this issue every day. Every day. We on this issue every day. You know? Now, yeah, the workers, another issue with the transportation department. Not only the transportation department, everybody won't pay. We had another issue at Lands and Mines. Another big protest at Lands and Mines where the people wanted money. But this is disgusting, man. For Liberian people to be paid $67 a month by the government, this is slavery. This is below minimum wage even for Liberia standard. What's the minimum wage in Liberia? What, 150? I can't remember what it came to. But how you live on $67 a month? You got to transport your work. Then we wonder how the corruption is so terrible in our country. How the whole country corrupt. But pray tell me, man, how the whole country will not be corrupt? One group of people getting paid $15,000 every month. One group, let me fix this thing. One group of people getting paid $15,000 every month. Then the masses of Liberian people not getting no money. Then they said they did harmonization of pay. Is that harmonization? People making $67 a month. How can you survive on $67 a month? Hey, man, you tell me, man. Hey, man, you see the disparity in living in our country? This is suffering our people, man. This is not right, man. It made me want to cry. This is not right. This is not right. How can people survive on $67 a month in this day and age, man? You gotta tell me this, man. There are people taking home $30,000 a month plus their salary. Hey, man, you're please explain the thing to me, man. It doesn't make sense. I want to know. You know, it makes tears will come to my eyes when we talking about this kind of thing, because this is inhumanity. Inhumane, cruel and inhumane treatment. Hey, man, my people, it's not right. It's not right, man. How you would pay our people $67 a month? How you would do that? Just the sheer thought of that drives me nuts. Just the sheer thought of that. You know? Huh? Look at Liberian people on the ground. What kind of promise to a nation is this? What kind of promise to a nation is this? Huh? It hurts. These people kill our people They caused us to go into a civil war that killed 200,000 or 250,000 of our people. I mean, our people have died like dogs since 1980, man. Yeah, let's face the fact. We're living like slaves and petty dogs, man. Not even like big dogs. We're living like petty dogs. Under this native government, under this fucking country government. These native people killing us. We gotta talk, man. We gotta talk. We can't hide it. We gotta put right where right is and wrong where wrong is. We gotta set the record right. Let these country boys know that they're doing wrong to our people. I don't give a damn whether it's country or Congo. But they want to play this game and they're in power now and our people suffering at this. This is a serious inhumanity issue. Our people can't be suffering like this under native government. The same people that come to redeem our people can't even pay their damn salaries, paying people $67 a month. This is enslavement of the Liberian people. Direct enslavement. It's enslavement. Our people have died in vain, man. You know how many people we have lost in Liberia since 1980 to today? I mean, not from natural death. Nothing from natural death, just from war, corruption, stealing, illicit murders, unlawful shit. You know how many people we have lost since 1980 to today? We can't count them. We can't. All we know is 250 died in the war. Yes, that's the war. What happened from 1980 to the war? What happened post the war to today? How many of our people have died, man? That our life means nothing to Liberian people. People can see people die in the street and just walk by and look at them with no feeling. Callous heart. Hard. Ice in their hearts. They don't care. Because when you see so much death, when you see so much useless killing, you become immune to it. You have no feelings about it. You can see it all day and just walk by. And this is where we have become. This is where our belly string is. Look at our country today. Right now, we're sitting down here perplexed over the fact that there may be no election in October. It's clear, except they will pull out some miracle. And we want to see that. What is that miracle going to be? What is that miracle going to be for us to have election in October? Too many falls. Too many falls. People taking the law into their own hands. That's the second incident. We had District 10. Now we got a Cape Mount incident. Which other incident can we anticipate coming up? We can't go through this forever. It will destroy our country. It will destroy the peace and stability we got, the little peace and stability we got. It will destroy it. Then we'll go back. We'll go back. And we'll go back. We're already going back too far, man. We're already going back too far. From even where Ellen left us, we're going back. At least Ellen left us with some peace and stability, with people having freedom of speech and all of that. We've lost all of that now. People can't talk now. Our whole country is stagnant with fear. People scared. People scared. Is this the leadership we want for our country? This is not the leadership. This not a leadership. I forgot to put on my topic here because my topic is everywhere in Liberia today there is violence. Everywhere. The police is not meeting up to the mandate of the Constitution. They can't protect our people. They can't render safety in the country. You know, people taking the law into their own hands, going up and beating the chief, the town chief, and everybody accusing them of things. How you just take the law into your own hands of that? He didn't even go there with policemen. You know, that's the problem in our country now. People coming up to show up to say they're going to right wrongs, but they have no legal authority with them. They come with thugs, and these are people who are supposed to be government officials. The senior guy in Bowman County there with Maurice Satuma and Tyler, John Tyler, running for position there. You know, buy people votes, tearing it up, burning it up, and things like that. The opposition votes. What kind of stuff is that? You know, that is pure lawlessness. You know? People do things openly like that. I mean, even got a decency to go hide and do it, say the law will catch me. Don't tell anybody. Bring the car, let it destroy it secretly. No secret business. They just come and take the money, give me the car, let me just cut it up and throw it away. Wow. They finish with that. In the open. Because there's no law. Nobody does investigation. The police is in the hands of the CDC. The director is in the party. So you got all these partisans who can go against the party. And this is the same thing that just happened recently in Cape Mount County today. You know, where the man just walk up there and beat the town chief. Look at the town chief, all blooded up. This man a town chief. Look how he all blooded up. Take the law into your own hands. Then they demand that they want to know how many people register. The woman will tell them. Fortunately, she refused. She wanted identification. She wanted verification that they were, in fact, authorized to see the tally. But this is what killing our country. You know, every day, everywhere, one place or another we got violence. And look at the destruction of property. Look at the roads and all of this. You know, we already don't have nothing. Then you have people rising up and destroying things. Now the people have threatened that if they don't register, there will be violence. And we know that this process, as it is right now, between the 6 counties, to go from when it started on the April 9th, many people will not register. Jefferson Koji, the mayor of Monrovia himself, has petitioned or asked NEC to extend the date by 1 month, from 1 week, because of the issue with the Mandingo people and the seeming discrimination that is going on, not letting them register because of their names, Jalo, and Barry, and Blamo, and all these kind of things. They got Mandingo names, they can't register. That's another issue. Now this morning, they were at the Brown came on and said there will be no extension. There will be no extension. So if they stick to this, I think the only person can change it is the government. It's the president. If they bring the money necessary to extend the contract, I don't know how much the extension of the contract will be, but NEC saying they signed a contract with with the company that got the biometric equipment for X number of months, and there's no way they can extend it if they don't have money to pay the people right now to complete the process. So how they going to extend it? To extend it, it will cost money. And again, the schedule for the election will not permit them to extend the date. Because from now to April, everything is tight. You got voter education, voter registration, campaigning, all these things, and you got to fit into this process before October. There will be problems. They can try to rush it. They can try to push it. But somewhere there will be problem. So we just got to sit down. Us in America, we got to sit down and watch this whole thing play out. Well, we got to watch it play out because it's in the hands of the boys. What can we say? You know, if they say the registration can't go on, can't be extended, we got to see what the end result will be. Not the out result, but the end result will be. Because if they do their first, let's see what April 9th is right around the corner. Okay? Today's the 4th, so we got 5 more days for registration. After that, we'll see what the situation will be before we move to the next phase. Okay? But until then, we got a lot of trouble in the country, man. We got a lot of trouble. And we'll see what will cut tomorrow. We'll see what will be the issue. Right now, CPP will go into court to argue the case about the demarcation that they brought against NEC. We've got to hear what the full bench will say. They wanted the full bench. The full bench has granted them today. I think today is the day. I see something about the CPP going to court for arguments. So let's see where it will land. Okay. Then from there, I sure there will be a lot of other issues coming up for the court to handle from the NEC because things not going right. Things not going right. And with the rise of violence, it begets violence. Once you start with violence, violence will continue. Unless the police can demonstrate that they have the authority to quell violence anyway. They have the manpower. They have the logistics to do this. Okay? But our election is in danger as I see it. And we just got to pray and hope that these boys will get the money that is stealing every day to complete this electoral process so we can have a better country and a better government. My class is done. Okay? So that's it for this morning. You know, we got to be careful with the violence. If not, it will sneak up on us. It's starting to sneak up on us now. Smaller thing in District 10, smaller thing in District 5. Now we got the Cape Mount District having issues. The case for demarcation still going on. When will that conclude? And how will the NEC deal with that? Too many issues coming up, man, to hamper the elections. Too many issues to suggest that this will not be a peaceful and safe election process. Take heed and govern yourselves. We'll talk tomorrow. Until the Commander Glapohkpa Chesson class is done. I gotta go, my people. I just got to pack my things and go. I got to go.